Hi, I'm Tanya Janka, and I have another funny story. When I was a software developer, I was a dev a long time, around 17 years before I switched full time into application security. And I was leading this dev team, and so there were three dev leads, and then we were supposed to have five people each, but I had most of the people, which I consider it's because I'm good at being a boss and not because I'm a sucker. But anyway, and so at this time, um, the Taylor Swift song Trouble was playing all the time on the radio, like everywhere, like every single day. And so we had found some shadow IT in our giant company. And so we were moving those two devs into our team. We didn't know who would be the boss of them, but I suspected it would be me. And their app was like spaghetti code, like Wonderful Humans. I really, really ended up loving working with both of them, and I'm still actually friends and talk to one of them all the time. But they've been hired like right out of high school as co-op students, and like then were suddenly in charge of this huge project for years, and with absolutely no guidance and management. You can imagine the spaghetti code that ensued. And so I'm in this meeting with my boss, and my team felt like really frustrated, like, oh, now we have to take care of this app, and it's like kind of a giant mess. And I knew it would be me anyway. And so my boss was like, yeah, blah blah blah. I'm like, do you feel that those apps were just like trouble when they walked in? And we're having this huge group meeting, and my boss is like, yeah, you know what, I do. And I'm like, do you feel these apps have taken us to places where we've never been? And he's like, I guess so. And at this point, one of the other dev leads was like, oh no, 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 no. It's like, no, Tanya, don't do that. I'm like, do you feel that, like, so it's like, and you're trouble when you walked in? And then I said, well, shame on them. And by this point, like, my boss is like, why is Tanya being so weird? And like, Mike, the other lead, was like, I'm like, do you feel, and my boss is like, what, Tanya? I'm like, do you feel that these apps might have, and Mike's like, no, 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 no. And at this point, some of my team's like giggling because they've heard the Taylor Swift. They know. I'm like, do you feel these apps left us kind of like lying on the cold, hard floor? And he's like, Tanya, why are you always so weird? And he's just like, this meeting's over. And then he just left. And Mike's like, why do you always have to press all the buttons? I'm like, it was funny. It was funny. Anyway, so that's not a productive story, but I hope you liked it.